Warren Buffett never invested in Microsoft, and Warren Buffett never invested in Amazon, even though it's 10 times better. What if I could find a digital gold, which was better gold than gold, something that is better than gold, but also a big tech monopoly? Here are my 3 criteria. I want it to be a better gold than gold. I want it to be a big tech monopoly, and I want no one else to appreciate it. I want it to be underappreciated. And that's what Bitcoin was. It has to just click. Cash trash. Ray Dalio says that is generating 0% interest.
Wait a minute, everyone. Get ready for the ultimate crypto investing website, the Bitcoin Saylor. It's your golden ticket to an exclusive insiders club. Expert predictions, on-chain data, and breaking news, all for you. Imagine all crypto insights landing in your inbox daily, like having your own expert team. Don't miss this VIP opportunity. Click the link and secure your spot. Join now and ride the crypto roller coaster with the Bitcoin Saylor. Michael Saylor talking about Warren Buffett, the big shot who stays away from tech giants like Microsoft and Amazon. But wait, what if there's a hidden digital treasure even shinier than gold, hanging out behind a tech giant? Michael spills the beans on his 3 criteria: beating gold, a tech giant, and a hidden gem. Here comes Bitcoin, the standout gem that grabbed everyone's attention when cash turned into trash, echoing Ray Dalio's warning about 0% interest. Grab your coffee as we keep chatting with Michael Saylor.
Bitcoin represents a paradigm shift. It's the digital transformation of money, property, and energy. And paradigm shifts are so profound that you're staring at them and you don't realize they took place because your worldview is constructed based upon a bunch of assumptions that you've always taken for granted. And so what Thomas Kuhn says in the structure of scientific revolutions and what we study at MIT is there's only 2 circumstances under which people willingly undergo a paradigm shift. And one way is you wait for the old guard to die. And the millennials kind of, they get it because they're different. And Einstein, said God does not play dice with the universe. Einstein never liked quantum theory. You could be a brilliant person, but you won't embrace the paradigm shift while you're alive in the absence of a crisis. The second way you get paradigm shift is a war. When there's a war and there are bombs dropping from above, you don't believe in atomic power, but then someone drops a nuclear weapon and the city evaporates, and all of a sudden you become a believer and you reassess your priorities. Even when it's 10 times better, what you have is a commercially successful venture. But for example, Warren Buffett never invested in Microsoft, and Warren Buffett never invested in Amazon, right? Even though it's 10 times better, right? If you have enough money and enough power, you can ignore stuff. My dad didn't use any of the new technology until at some point we gave him a television and YouTube, and YouTube did it. Like, he didn't care about all the other things, but if you can sit and you can talk to the remote and you can stream on YouTube to anything, all of a sudden 80-year-old man decides he loves this now. And so it has to just click. It's the second quarter of 2020. The second quarter of 2020, and what clicked was we had a K-shaped recovery. Main Street was shut down. It's pretty, millions of people have lost their jobs. The economy's contracting. And then Wall Street exploded and recovered and hit all-time highs. Cash trash. Ray Dalio says that is generating 0% interest. And the money supply expanded by 20% a year for the past 2 years. You can see it in U.S. single-family homes, which shot up 40% in price. And so if the money's being devalued 20% a year and you're generating 0% interest, you got a negative real yield of minus 20%. And I did the math in my head, and I concluded that pretty much the $500 million in purchasing power would be cut into $250 million of purchasing power in 36 to 48 months. So that's a slow death. I could use cash to pay my employees, but ultimately we were sitting and mired. And so that doesn't work. And so in that situation, we decided we should do something transformational. And if you went into a Harvard B School class and corporate strategy said, what are you going to do? The investors want the cash back. You can't generate a yield on the cash. The company needs to grow. Well, the answer is you do a transformational acquisition. So if I could have bought VMware, or if I could have bought WhatsApp, or if I could have bought Snapchat, or if I could buy like a super high growth digital monopoly or some moonshot thing that would go to the sky, then yeah, maybe that saves the company. But those are few and far between. Most of the time, these acquisitions that you do are dilutive. And I knew they're dilutive because, like, Pete, it's not my first rodeo. I lived through this. I invented, I launched 12 different product lines to grow the business, and there were singles and doubles or whiffs. And I know that just innovating won't always help you. And then I bought the stock back, and I knew that didn't work. And then I spent hundreds of millions of dollars on sales and marketing to expand the business, and that didn't work. And then I watched all my competitors, Business Objects, Cognos, every company, I watched them do acquisitions to try to grow, and every one of them failed in that strategy. There was a 99% mortality rate.
Wow.
The reason we're the biggest independent business intelligence company left is because the other 100 all went private, got bought up, got amalgamated, and sucked into the bowels of IBM and Oracle, and then dismantled over the course of 20 years. So I kind of knew, I tried everything for a decade. I knew it wasn't going to work from first observations.
Michael Saylor is steering the ship in the crypto revolution. Bitcoin isn't just a digital currency, it's changing the game and reshaping the way we think about money, property, and energy in the digital world. According to Thomas Kuhn, big shifts like this happen when old ways give in or during crises that scream for change. Millennials are all about the digital age, while others are waiting for a big event. And surprise, surprise, 2020 throws us a K-shaped recovery, with Wall Street doing great while Main Street deals with chaos. Cash, once king, is now just trash, echoing Ray Dalio's predictions.
So I thought, well, what if I could find a digital gold, which was better gold than gold, something that is better than gold, but also a big tech monopoly? And here are my three criteria. I want it to be a better gold than gold. I want it to be a big tech monopoly, and I want no one else to appreciate it. I want it to be underappreciated. And that's what Bitcoin was in the second quarter of 2020. No one thought it was an institutional asset. Even though Amazon stock had doubled in the second quarter, Bitcoin was trading about the same as it had been trading in 2018 or 2019. It got up to 10,000, it had smashed down to 4,000, it was back at 10,000. So I looked at it and I said, well, based on all the information, you would think that a digital property network or a global digital money network is more valuable, knowing that people are losing confidence in currencies, losing confidence in central banks, losing confidence in governments. And this is a non-sovereign, open, decentralized system. So we're there. We have to take a risk. We literally have to, or we got to sell the company, right? We're done one way or the other. And I said, well, this is a reasonable risk because it looks like the Facebook of money or the Google of money in the year 2010 or 2011. While 98% of the world doesn't understand it, it's a bit too complicated, they're afraid of it. But just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it isn't true. It just means, right. And I had the experience of riding the mobile wave.
Yep.
And I'm the guy in 2011 that bought Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google stock, and they all worked out well. And I thought, the year's 2020, we're at the end of the mobile wave. I tell a story of, I tell a funny story in the mobile wave about my niece on a beach, and she's like, I don't know, 8 years old, and she wants the Big Apple. And I said, oh, you want to go to New York City? And she's like, give me the Big Apple for my birthday. And I said, you want to go to New York City? She goes, no, I want the iPad. And I thought, okay, little girl wants an iPad. That means that the entire world wants this, and this is going to be a big deal, so buy Apple stock. Well, in 2020, I'm talking to the same niece. And I said, what do you think? And she goes, yeah, well, I just bought some Amazon stock. And like Amazon is trading at like $3,300 a share, and it just doubled. I'm like, okay, well, if 20-somethings now know they should buy Amazon and Apple and Google, this is not a misunderstood technology trend anymore. Every Uber driver understands that. So get off the mobile wave, get on the crypto wave. and think that through.
Here's Michael Saylor again, painting a picture where digital gold not only beats its physical counterpart, but becomes the Facebook or Google of money. Bitcoin, the unsung hero of 2020, stands strong as an open, decentralized system when people are losing faith in traditional institutions. Faced with a choice between risk or surrender, Michael takes a leap of faith, just like his early bets on tech giants during the mobile wave. This isn't just about crypto talk. It's an exciting journey through the evolution of technology, led by Michael's amazing foresight. Join us as we move from the mobile wave to the crypto roller coaster, exploring a world where even an 8-year-old gets how big this revolution is. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. Not know why you haven't subscribed yet? If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to help you on your money journey. Until next time, happy investing.